I barely managed to finish my first video on Monster Hunter Outlanders, and we are already getting a new trailer with even more information. Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I have a good nose for sniffing these things out, but I think with this new trailer, it's pretty much confirmed that Outlanders is a gacha game. I hope you're ready to invest in a monthly card and buy that battle pass so that you'll have enough primo gems to wish for your preferred hunter. Oh my lord, I suspected this might happen, but a very small part of me was still thinking, surely they won't go down the gacha route, right? Well, that part of me was instantly silenced and just proves to me that I should trust my gut more often. Let's take a good look at this trailer and see what we're dealing with, shall we? Let's talk about what I consider to be the most surprising addition in Outlanders: base building. We all know crafting has been present in previous titles of the series, but this takes crafting and expands it by allowing us to craft an entire base, among other things in the world of Outlanders. We'll be gathering the materials we need for building out in the wilds by chopping down trees and mining ore. We see the hunter here building a home for himself with quite a few facilities and decorations. You have a bed, a campfire, and some furniture inside, a chest, some barrels outside, and we can see the hunter placing down a fence around the house. I believe crafting will also be what allows us to get our hands on these deployable structures like this ballista that can fire a zipline, a fan that can propel us upwards when using our glider, as well as this cannon. In terms of combat, it looks like the devs will be faithful to previous entries while optimizing some parts of it. Your guess on what those parts will be is as good as mine. They go on to confirm that all three biomes are seamlessly connected, turf wars are still alive and well, and character creation will not be a thing. Instead, you will be choosing one of many new pre-made characters that will be sold through the gacha model. The devs go on to say that each characters will have distinct origins, appearances, and personalities. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this will most likely mean that whatever story Outlanders will have will revolve around these characters. We're gonna have story missions that will allow us to try out these new characters so they can show off their skills, all in an attempt to convince us to pull for them. It was also mentioned that each character will have their own skills and specialized weapons. While I have no doubt that the skills will be different, I want to bring your attention to the whole specialized weapon concept. The way it's worded here leaves room for interpretation. This can mean one of two things. It either means that once you get the character, it comes pre-packaged with its own specialized weapon, or it means that every character will have their own signature weapon, much like how Genshin Impact, Withering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and the rest do, that you will have to pull for separately. If I were a betting man, I'd place my bets on the latter being true rather than the former. I mean, this looks like trend chasing to me, and what more popular trend could you chase in the gacha space than the big four of the gacha industry? Moving on, you might be happy to know that the monkey from the previous trailer will not be the only animal companion to be added to Outlanders. We'll also be able to bring this hawk or eagle companion to the hunting grounds either to help you in combat or to harvest various materials in the world, and, judging by the camera angles here, it looks like you'll be able to take direct control of them. Last thing that was talked about outright confirms that monsters can and will be empowered, as we can see here with this Rathian covered in orange crystals, or here where the crystals turn purple and the Rathian is surrounded with a volatile aura. Before ending the streams, the devs mentioned that more information on new monsters, characters, and story will be provided in future announcements. I'm having mixed feelings about Outlanders, honestly. On one hand, I'm curious about how a game like this would actually play on mobile, and it might be fun to pull out your phone while you're out for a quick hunt, but on the other hand, the gacha mechanics make this game reek of FOMO. I don't think I'm exaggerating when saying that this game will try to emulate the current gacha market and try to monetize via a monthly membership and a battle pass that will give you materials, money, maybe a free-to-play weapon, and gacha currency. I mean, look at this. There's even a scene where they're developing this dynamic cutscene that looks very similar to an ultimate ability. This also has the implication that the core gameplay loop of going out to hunt the monster and carve it up for parts will be affected. You'll either have a stamina system that limits the amount of times you can hunt or carve a monster, or you'll be able to hunt freely and farm materials, but you'll only be able to craft free-to-play weapons, leaving the truly powerful weapons to be gained by pulling the banner. The same can be said for armor crafting, which is another integral part of the Monster Hunter experience. We don't know if we can freely craft and replace the armor we wear, or if the characters that we will pull for will have their own armor sets that can't be changed. Regardless of which path they take, I have a feeling that the core Monster Hunter player base will be very disappointed. In fact, taking a look at the comment section shows that players are more than displeased. Just by reading out a few of these, you can see what the general sentiment is. Where the heck are our own characters? We can't craft the armors and weapons? I hope they do us a favor and check the comments so they don't F this up. The franchise already has its own established audience and established expectations. They don't need to change much. Just follow the damn recipe. Prep, hunt, craft. It's that easy. Just make it so we can make our own character, make our own weapons, and make our own armor. Those already pre-made hunters should just be able to accompany you in your hunts, but it's also cool if we can choose to be them sometimes. But we still need our own hunters. How heavily pay to win and gacha is this? Timmy? Yes. So far, player sentiment is negative and I can't really blame them. Maybe when they announce more information in the near future, they'll also dispel a lot of the concerns the players have about Outlanders, but for now, we'll have to wait. But what about you? What do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are about Monster Hunter Outlanders being a gacha. Are you surprised? Disappointed? Tell me about it down below, and if you've enjoyed my content, please leave a like and sub to the channel. But that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a good one.